If you're losing a lot of Bedwars games, it could
Bruh.
be due to your game sense, but don't worry because it can always be improved. My name is Wither, and today I'll be commentating over 3 Bedwars games I play. This includes an easy game, a harder game, and a clutch. Hopefully along the way you can pick up on some stuff and improve your game. And I've been playing this game for over 9 years, so it's safe to say I know what I'm talking about. But without further ado, let's hop right into the games. Alright, so now we are getting into the game analysis. So here I am on yellow team, and right as I get into the gen, I look at tab. Looking at tab is super important because off of that you can judge usernames, how sweaty someone looks. You can also find people who are nicked, which is really good to know. So what I do is since I'm on yellow, I instantly look at green and aqua right there, and I can see that right away they both look like they could possibly know what they're doing, which is obviously not good for me. So I keep note of that. And this is Deadwood. Always know how to play the maps as well. Deadwood is a diagonal rush. I will die on that hill, even though people side rush all the time. But I realize that not everyone thinks that way, so I'm worried about Aqua, who I'm going to be rushing, and I'm also worried about Green in case he starts to rush me or something. Now I wait for 24 iron, which I can put the extra in the chest after I buy a stack of wool. Now this is good because if I die to Aqua, let's say, then I can respawn, instantly get that stuff out of my chest, get blocks, anything like that. And there I think I checked if I was recording, so yeah. But I'm bridging to Aqua here, and I noticed that Green instantly breaks Blue's bed. So I know that he's not going for me, which is good. However, he did break that bed really fast, so I gotta keep a lookout. But anyway, I don't have a pick here, so I just go in for the kill on Aqua, and then I go to buy a pick in the shop. And I go at the back so he doesn't see me and get, like a free hit or anything like that. I surprise attack Aqua there, and I'm able to break the bed, which is good. And then I run back in to get a stone sword because that's just an instant leg up. Since this guy is respawning with a wooden sword, I can instantly do more damage with the stone. And I do very bad in that fight, but I still win, so yeah. So now my priority is making sure Green doesn't do anything. It looks like Green is still dying to Blue, or fighting Blue, whatever you want to call it. He even compliments Blue on his PvP ability. But now I'm going to my base, and you'll notice that I didn't put a bed defense. And the reason for that is because solos is just a game where it's go 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 all of the time, because you can't rely on a teammate to make a bed defense. So my philosophy is that if you're gonna rush a team, just go for it. First rush, it's whatever. If he gets your bed, you can just clutch. And so yeah, I tend not to put bed defenses until I take out my first rush, because it wastes a lot of time putting bed defense on. So I noticed that Green is going for red here, so I decide to go mid, and good thing I do, because there's a lot of people at mid. One thing you should always try to do in your games is if someone else is at mid just racking up tons of stuff, go contest that, because if you just go and fight random people while some guy is just getting all the items, then you're gonna lose. So I try to kill Pink here because I know he has M's, and unfortunately it doesn't go my way because I don't have enough gear to do that. I also can't land a hit, so that's a bit of an issue. But yeah, respawn, and here I'm able to finally get armor. So I get all my stuff. I make sure to upgrade my tools. Just because if I ever come across a bed, it's just so handy to have like at least tier 2 tools. Wow, that's hard to say. But yeah, tier 2s are just so much better than tier 1s, so you always make sure you want to get those at some point in the game. I also get a golden apple because there's a big chance that I'll run into someone and fight them, and I'll probably run into someone after that, so having a healing device right there is really good. I also make sure everything's in my ender chest. Now, I put stuff in my normal chest, and the reason for that is because at the start of the game, when you're up against your first rush, you want to put your stuff in the starter chest, or team chest I should say. And the reason for that is because I also buy Sharp there because Sharp is overpowered. Diamonds are so good. If you can, always get diamonds. They're just way better than you think, even though people already know they're just awesome. to have because, well, they win you games. But yeah, but put your stuff in your team chest right off the bat, because if you do that, then if someone kills you, then chances are they won't look in there and they can't get your gear. So that's the only reason. But after that, you want to go in your ender chest, because after you take out your first rush, you're going to be more mobile, going to all different bases. But here I'm killing green. I kind of fail at breaking that bed, but it doesn't matter because I get a god combo on him, but he hits me, but I eventually kill him. And yeah, so that was a good time to side rush because green was distracted with red and he had to go all the way back for me. And yeah, I'm able to kill green because since I got diamond upgrades, I'm way more stacked than him. Okay, so now I noticed that I am the only person with a bed in the game. Now, some people may think differently, but I will die on this hill, just like I'll die on the hill that Deadwood is a diagonal rush map. If you have a bed, that is the biggest advantage over everything else. You could have prop 4 diamond, prop or sharp diamond sword, you know, whatever. If you don't have a bed and someone else does, you're still at a disadvantage because you could be fireballed off, you could be knockback sticked off, whatever, you know. So having a bed is the biggest priority, especially in solos, because you want to make it so you want to have yourself in between your base and whoever's left. But yeah, having a bed is just the biggest advantage in this game if someone else doesn't have a bed. But now since red disconnected, I am now using a compass to find gray. Trackers are so good, buy them. But yeah, this guy goes up there, so I back off because I was in a very bad spot, just being down there at the base of the tower. But I fireball him off, fireball him towards me, and yeah, I get the kill on him and win the game. So yeah, the basic takeaways from that game is, even though I was pretty, you know, combat focused on that game, I was killing, who was it? Aqua, green, gray at the end. I even fought pink for a little bit. I was still able to grab diamonds and emeralds, which really help because they just make you way more stacked than other teams and you can kill them really easily. Okay, second game here. Now I'll admit that last game was not the most difficult game to win. It was pretty easy, so I'll show you a bit of a more difficult game. And so here we are on Airshow, Ashfire, that's the map. But I instantly look at tab, I look at green, who was my first rush. The guy, no offense if you're watching this, but green doesn't look too good at the game. Not on lunar, has the default skin, everything, so yeah. And there I put my stuff in my ender chest for some reason. I'm not the best at keeping track of the chest throughout the game, I'm not gonna lie, so you might see me mess up a lot. But I go diagonal rush him. I notice that red is not seeming to do anything, so I'm free to just get this guy's bed. Yeah, I see red is literally like AFK or something, so I'm good to focus my efforts on green. And I see green is going mid for, you know, obvious reasons actually. It's a pretty good strat to go mid if you don't have a bed. But he's running mid. I do just decide to kill him here because, well, let's be honest, what else should I be doing in this game? He makes a big mistake by jumping down. And a tip for that, by the way, is if someone's above you on a bridge or something like that, if they jump down, make sure that you're always looking at them. If you're looking away and they jump down on you, that's a huge disadvantage for you. So you just always want to be looking at someone if they're up like that, which it allows you to get a really easy hit because of low ground advantage, which if you know PvP at all, then low ground advantage is amazing. But yeah, this is not a PvP tutorial, this is a GameSense tutorial. But at this point I'm kind of chilling because yellow doesn't seem that good because he hasn't gone for aqua or anything. He also hasn't gone for green. And so I just decide to bridge to diamonds because I might as well get stacked pretty early. And so, you know, I bridge over here. I notice red disconnected and pink is going for him, so I realize I'll probably have to go for pink after I buy sharpness here. By the way, if you're getting anything with diamonds right off the bat, then get sharpness because it's so good. My rule is if you have 1 diamond, then get a trap, minor fatigue. Only get minor fatigue. If you have 2 diamonds, get prot. 3, get prot and minor fatigue. And if you have 4, just get sharp. Because getting sharp at the start of the game, like, if you do that, then not everyone can do that. But this guy kind of outplays me here. He has a fireball and fireball jumps over me. But I play it safe on this bridge here. I don't like rush in and try to kill him. This was a bit dangerous jumping up there, but I get the kill on him. You know, if you ever fight me on a bridge or anything, you'll always notice that I don't like go running in constantly. I don't hold W, which is really good because, you know, I'll usually just knock you back out of range for hitting me, and then I will, you know, just do it again and again and again and get a combo. So yeah, I noticed yellow is bridging over to the diamond gen, but yellow still hasn't taken out anyone, so I'm not too worried he'll go for me, because pink is a much bigger threat than yellow, obviously. So I decided to fight him, and as you can see, I'm just doing an up stack like this. You'd be surprised at how fast this is. And again, look at that, I was looking right at him as he jumped, which is a huge advantage. Obviously, you just saw it. But yeah, just stacking up one by one like that is surprisingly fast. It's kind of faster than, you know, doing the, you know, slightly slanted one stack that guy was doing, just because you have to spend a little bit of blocks placing them on the side of another one, which, yeah. And so I fight this guy again. I'm just, at this point I know I'll get his bed. If I'll kill him, that's a different story, but yeah. I break in the bed, and he actually disconnected, so don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that guy was honestly a pretty decent player. So the fact that I got him to disconnect just because of my game sense and because of my PvP tactics, which, you know, aren't the greatest, but they'll do in Bed Wars. Yeah, just I got him to disconnect because of that, which is amazing. So now I'm worried about yellow most of all. Aqua, I'm pretty sure Aqua has taken out white at this point. I can't entirely remember, but Aqua is definitely fighting yellow now, which makes me a bit less worried about yellow because he directly calls out yellow for something in the chat. But at this point, I'm going around to each base and collecting the iron and gold from each of them and getting the diamond gens on the way too. And this gets you stacked, guys, so incredibly fast. Like, you don't even know. Look at how much stuff I have, and this is Ashfire. This is not a really fast iron map, so the fact I have that much stuff at this point is just insane. But I noticed that these guys are fighting, and so I'm like, well, if these guys are fighting, I don't want to interrupt that. They're just, you know, doing their own thing. I'm gonna go mid. Yellow bed is broken, but luckily yellow gets the kill because, you know, I just want to go mid. I don't want to have to deal with Aqua. So if he killed yellow there, he'd probably go for me, but nope, yellow's still alive, so he has to worry about yellow for a bit longer, and I can just get emeralds. Here I can get a good look at what yellow and Aqua are doing. They're not doing too much at the moment, so at this point I realize that I can, you know, get all of these emeralds for pretty much free. And that's something that you guys should know, is if you might be on a time crunch at a certain point in the game, like someone might be running to your bed from somewhere. If you're at mid, you should know, maybe if I'm at mid, I'll only get 4 diamonds this time, or diamonds, emeralds. I'll only get 4 emeralds this time. Maybe I'll only get 2, because you don't want to get a ton of emeralds but lose your bed. Once again, your bed is your greatest, you know, advantage in this game. But I noticed Aqua going over. He is now at what is that, green? Yeah, so he is just bum rushing my bed right now. And yeah, so I decide not to spend my emeralds yet. I just decide that I want to kill this guy and then spend my emeralds or do whatever. I also get a knockback stick. Guys, knockback sticks, I've only started using them recently, but they are so good. Like, genuinely, they're one of the best items in the game. I'm convinced. I'm just convinced. Because this guy jumps up like that. I just run this way because I know I'll take knockback that way and survive. But yeah, once again, I almost failed that because I was looking a slight bit away as he jumped down, but I got him with a knockback stick. That's why knockback sticks are so good. But yeah, so at this point I realized that I'm probably way more stacked than this guy. I mean, why wouldn't I be? I've gotten mid, I've gotten a bunch of diamonds, So now I'm just gonna go and take out his bed. I can even get more diamonds there, and since all my stuff is in my ender chest, don't put your stuff in the team chest after you take out your first rush. Since all my stuff is in my ender chest, I can gather it after I get this stuff. And yeah, I kind of messed up there because I had 7 diamonds in the chest, but I bought haste, so I couldn't get Prot 3. Unfortunate, but it's fine because this guy, he is not the best at the game, unfortunately. But yeah, he misses right there, and I just decide to bridge over to his base and get his bed, which takes a bit because he has a blindness trap. So yeah, unfortunate. So I just wait up here and kind of derp around until the blindness goes away. And I notice he goes in there, so I just, you know, take that opportunity to break the bed really fast with shears. And I have way better stuff than him. He kind of destroys me a little bit, I can't even lie. But I get the kill, and that is a victory for me. Okay, I showed you an easy game. I showed you a more difficult game. Now I'll show you a clutch. So yeah, obviously clutches are a big part of Bedwars. And obviously the GameSense operates a little bit different to a normal game. So I will show you a Bedwars clutch. Now obviously check tab, I look at red team here because this is a diagonal rush. If you rush sideways on this map, then I just have no words. But anyway, check red. Red looks like he could be decent. And here I actually fail my bridge, which you will see right there. So yeah, you know, it happens, but luckily this is a game where I'm trying to lose my bed. I noticed that blue looks like they're hacking. Luckily they don't like become a problem later on, which is good. And so I want red to get my bed here because I'm trying to showcase a clutch, obviously, which is why I'm not playing the best. So look at this, I run back to where he can very obviously get my bed. He decides to fight me for some reason, I don't know why. He gets my bed and I almost die here because it looks like our ping difference is really high because he takes knockback about a second later than I hit him, but it's okay. So now the question is, after my bed is gone, what do I do? Well, I sit in the gen for a while until I have everything I need. And yeah, you'll see why. This guy is coming after me. I get a knockback stick because at this point it's better than having armor because he doesn't have armor and I can just do this. It almost doesn't work because this guy's ping is just insane, but I get the kill, which is good. He even gives me a diamond, which is very nice of him. So I purchased cushion boots, best 1 diamond upgrade for if you're going to be mobile throughout the map. And yeah, I get to move on. So I have no armor. Typically I like to get armor if I'm going to mid, because obviously when your bed's broken you want to go to mid or diamonds depending on what map it is, but on this map mid is definitely the go-to, mainly because you rush through diamonds on this map and everyone's just gonna get diamonds anyway, so you want to get the more rare substance. Depending on what map it is, the rarer it is for people to get, you know, either diamonds or emeralds, get the rarer of the two because you'll have an advantage in one side of the game. So I hit that guy off, almost kills me, and then I notice he's still down there, so I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go. And then I realize I can just go to his base and get his bed, so I do. And at this point I'm in a really great spot because I have a diamond, 8 emeralds, and I'm gonna get stuff at his gen too. And now his bed's gone, so the guy that was perpetually trying to kill me now does not have a bed, which, as I stated like a million times, having a bed is a huge advantage. But that's not to say you can't win if you don't have a bed, which you will see. And so I buy an ender pearl. Now, in my opinion, if you don't have a bed, the ender pearl is the best emeralds purchase to get. And there's a good reason for that, as you'll see later in this clip. But I noticed that there was a huge crazy thing going on to the right of me, so I'm like, I'm gonna walk past all those guys and go back to mid. And so I do that. And also notice that blue is not in the game anymore, which is very good because I'm pretty sure that guy was legit scaffolding. I mean, what was that? Genuinely, like, come on. You can't tell me that was legit. But yeah, I just get the M's here again. And yeah, I am pretty sure the route I run to grab the M's is pretty fast. If you know a faster route, then yeah, let me know. But on this map, I'm pretty sure this is the fastest way. But I noticed green going to yellow or something, so I'm like, well, now I might as well go to green because I'm kind of suspicious. Green is literally named like Hacker 63719 or something. So I'm like, if he takes out blue team who look to be hacking, then what is this guy doing? But he voids, so I go back and I notice red is going in to green. So I'm like, yeah, might as well not be caught in the middle of that. But at this point, I'm in a great position to get insanely stacked. And yeah, I should have enough for armor. And I look and I'm like, oh, I can't get prot 2. But then I realize, wait a minute, I don't even have prot 1. So I go and buy that. Tiny little mistake, but yeah, I get diamond armor because diamond armor is so good in doubles and solos. Not so much in 3s and 4s, but you know, if you want to do it in those game modes, then be my guest. But yeah, I have full pots, ender pearl, bridge egg, knockback stick, diamond armor, iron sword. I'm looking insanely stacked. I might say more stacked than the entire lobby. And I just keep getting more emeralds, even though there's none here. Green gets pink bed, which surprises me. I didn't think he'd go for pink. I thought he'd go for yellow, but it turns out that red is going for yellow, as you can see. And now no one has a bed, so this is great for me because as far as I know, I was the first to lose bed, first or second, something like that. Red did take quite a bit to get to it, but yeah, I was pretty early on to lose my bed, so the fact that everyone else doesn't have a bed is huge. And I'm just keeping on getting more stacked and more stacked, which is great for me. I noticed that a couple guys are fighting over there. I think one wins. Yeah, red beat pink, which is good because I fought red, and I know that I can beat red in a fight. I have not fought pink. So the fact that red can beat pink right there is huge because I don't want to go into a fight not knowing the skill level of whoever it is. That's just scary, and you know, it could end up losing you the game. I look to make sure there's no fireball. It looks like he sent a fireball anyway, so I used my ender pearl right there, and that's why you have an ender pearl. Who knows if I would have block clutched, but yeah, ender pearls are so good. Just buy them. But yeah, and obviously I restock on my ender pearl, and I also get a you know, more upgrades with the diamonds, prot 2, and I also get a fireball because fireballs are overpowered. Get more gaps. Yeah, I really load up on the blocks and gaps specifically when I'm trying to clutch, just because you never want to run out of either of them. So yeah, I just always make sure I'm topped off on those. And yeah, I also get another bridge egg because bridge eggs can come in clutch a lot of the time. But then I noticed that the only other guy I haven't fought besides green is dead, which is good. 2 red, and then I fight this guy green, and I noticed that, well, this guy probably isn't hacking, is he? And so I chase him. I be really careful on this bridge right here because obviously he's trying to get a cheap kill, which props to him, that's the best thing to do, but I was cautious and backed up. And I follow him. I noticed that red is really close, so I am like, okay, well, I kind of don't want to go in on this guy because red might clean me up. So I go up here, and it looks like red is planning to square up with me. And so as soon as red jumps, I get out of there. And I'm like, well, might as well collect more emeralds. But then I notice that these two are fighting, and so I'm like, well, time to pot up and get 2 very easy kills. And so I jump in. They are both on the verge of death. So I kill that guy and kill that guy, and I got kill credit for both, which is just stellar. What can I say? It's the best case scenario. But yeah, that is how to go about clutches. So I do hope you guys learned something from that video. If you're having trouble winning games because of your game sense, then hopefully this gives you a couple ideas. I tried to make it as educational as possible. But yeah, if you liked the video, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss any more, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's just unfortunate because like if I have a 1v1 in the game with either of those players, I'm just better than both of them.